Europa Park in Rust, Germany. Europa Park is the largest theme park in Germany, and the second most popular theme park resort in Europe, following Disneyland Paris. Europa Park is located in Rust, in southwestern Germany, between Freiburg im Breisgau and Strasbourg. The park is home to 13 roller coasters, the oldest being Alpen Express Enzian, a powered coaster that speeds through a diamond mine, and the newest coaster being the BAAA Express, a small kiddie roller coaster. Europa Park has very high-capacity roller coasters and attractions, meaning the park can accommodate approximately 60,000 guests per day. It counted 5.7 million visitors in 2017. It is also the location of the Eurodance Festival. Since 2014, Europa Park has been named the world's best amusement park by the Golden Ticket Awards. In November 2019, Europa Park's Rulantica Water Park opened, along with a new themed hotel Kranasser. Europa Park is run by the Mack family, which have produced vehicles since 1780, circus wagons since 1880 and roller coasters since 1921. Franz Mack, 1921–2010, in 1958 took over the family firm, Mack GmbH & Co., now Mack Rides, together with his brothers. Together with his son Roland, he visited the US in 1972 and was inspired to open a theme park in Germany, as an exhibition site for his company's products. At first the park was planned to be located in Breisach. It was named Europa Park after Breisach's nearby Europaweiher, a small artificial lake which commemorates a historical pilot poll in Breisach held in 1950, in which 95.6% of voters were in favor of European unification. The Breisach site was deemed unsuitable because of flooding hazard, and the project was moved some 30 kilometers further north, where the Macks bought the park of the historical Balthasar Castle in Rust. The park opened in 1975 with an area of 16 hectares. It counted 250,000 visitors in the first year, 700,000 in the second, passing the million mark in 1978. The first country-themed section was Italy, opened 1982. Like most of the original themed areas at Europa Park, it was designed by Ulrich Damrau. The Alpen Express Enzian and Schweizer Bobbin rides opened in 1984 and 1985, respectively. The Europe theme was pursued further with the opening of Holland, England, France, Scandinavia, and Spain sections. Visitor count passed the 2 million mark in 1991. The development of the hotel resort began in 1995 with El Andaluz, followed by Castillo Alcázar in 1999. By the year 2000, the number of visitors had risen to 3 million, and the hotels had been booked to nearly 98% of their capacity. The park opened during the winter season for the first time in 2001. The current logo was registered in 2003. In 2011, there were 4.5 million visitors, and by 2012 the park encompassed an area of 90 hectares, featuring 11 roller coasters, 5 themed hotels with a turnover of close to €300 million and more than 3,000 employees. In 2012, Roland Mack announced investments in excess of €60 million, the largest yearly investment in the park's history. The total sum invested in the park is estimated at close to €700 million. On June 3, 2017, Europa Park opened the Voletarium attraction. The attraction is the biggest flight motion simulator theater in Europe. It features a queue line with multiple pre-show elements culminating in the main ride section, a film showcasing European landmarks which lasts for 5 minutes. The ride is the most expensive single ride investment to date at the park and also features catering outlets, a shop, and toilet facilities in the plaza for the ride. In November 2019, Europa Park's Rulantica Water Park will open, in addition to a new themed Hotel Kranasr in May 2019. There will be 25 water attractions, including 17 water slides. Other attractions include a wave pool, a surf simulator and a wild river. There is an indoor part of 32,600 square meters and an outdoor part of 8,000 square meters. On May 26, 2018, a fire broke out in the indoor complex between the park's Dutch and Scandinavian sections, and the complex, home to the attraction The Pirates of Batavia, a theater, a restaurant, and an employee costume shop, was vacated. Shortly thereafter, the fire spread throughout neighboring areas, and eventually, the entire park was evacuated. Despite the efforts of the fire department, the complex was destroyed, along with parts of the neighboring Scandinavian section. The adjacent fjord rafting ride was affected by debris from burned-down wooden facades because part of its canal runs along the hall complex and the damaged part of the Scandinavian-themed area. According to the operators, the incident resulted in tens of millions in property damage. No visitors and employees were injured, while 7 firefighters suffered minor injuries during firefighting operations. With the exception of a few hot spots, the fire was mostly extinguished and the park reopened regularly the very next morning. Only the destroyed attractions, restaurants, show stages, and shops, the affected fjord rafting, as well as the neighboring attraction Coffee Coaches remained closed for the time being. Initially closed was also Windjammer, the giant swinging ship ride, since one of the 2 entrance lines runs across the fire-destroyed Scandinavian-themed area. After closing this entrance and making adjustments to the other one, the ride was nevertheless in operation again, shortly after the park opened the next day. The attraction Coffee Coaches reopened 4 days later. The park reopened the fjord rafting ride in the Scandinavian section on the June 9, 2018, which happened after the collection of evidence to determine the cause of fire was finished and the canal was freed from rubble. A warehouse near the Pirates of Batavia attraction was suspected at first to be the location where the fire broke out. According to the current state of the investigation, on the 6th of June 2018, Offenburg police believe that the fire broke out due to a technical failure in the fjord rafting area. However, the investigation is still ongoing. The Scandinavian village and the Pirates in Batavia will be both rebuilt as close to the original as possible, taking into account current terms and regulations as well as the use of more modern technology. The Scandinavian village reopened in July 2019 and the theme ride Pirates in Batavia is scheduled to follow in 2020. Eurodance Festival, located annually at Europa Park since 2007, is best known for its wide range of music and dancing styles. These are ballroom dance, Argentine tango, swing dance, hip-hop, and break dance. A combination of dancing classes and shows and a trade fair caters for the needs of both beginners and professionals, including dance instructors and choreographers. Since its foundation, it has taken place for 4 days every year in early spring. Europa Park hosts dozens of events throughout the summer season. The biggest of these include the Midsummer Party, when the theme park hosts a fireworks display and is open until midnight. Horror Nights takes place through October evenings and features a range of Halloween horror mazes, rides, and shows. For the last week of the main season, the park hosts a daily fireworks show and music production. Like us and join us at Extreme Collections for more fun and knowledge.